up there and literally came in the house. And they just cops came out there. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, round number 3 of the FEGPC Premier Dirt Sprint Car Series. It is the 305 Sprint Cars here tonight, live from Charlotte, North Carolina. The virtual dirt track at Charlotte plays host to round number 3. Good evening, race fans. My name is Brett Wheeler, and coming into tonight, 2 races so far, 2 different winners. Round number 1 went to Hunter Parsons. Round number 2 went to Nick Klinkenbeard. As a result, Nick Klinkenbeard is your points leader with a total of 86 points. Just 13 points separate the top 6 drivers. Jack Clevenger sits second. Christopher McKeithen sits third. Hunter Parsons, Hunter Poston round out the top 5. And James Cavallero going to round out the top 6. We'll take a look. No qualifying tonight, so we'll move straight into heat race number 1. And I believe we are looking at 4 heat races on the program. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. There it is. So 10 laps will be the distance, and the top 4 will move into the main event. Heat race number 1 starting on the pole position, and all randomised heat races here tonight. James Kaufman driving car number 11. He'll start on the pole position. To the outside of the front row, driving the Dirt Panda Racing Team 000 machine, that is Billy Northcutt out of position number 2. Position number 3, driving car number 26, that is Sage Luther. Position number 4 for Sidebite Motorsports in the 17 entry, that is Travis Snyder. And Joshua Dubb in car number 3, going to roll off out of position number 5. In fact, make it 4 cars in heat race number 1. This is round number 3. Welcome everybody to the Facebook and the YouTube feeds. We hope you are about to settle in, get set for a good night of racing. 4 heats. The track is slick during the warm-up session. They'll have 5 minutes and it'll get reset back to 14%. So by the end of the feature event, we should have hopefully a slickened off racetrack where we'll see a number of different lines come in through tonight's main event. So James Kaufman did not line up on the pole position, and that will put the 26th entry of Sage Luther there on the pole position. The 3 of Joshua Dubb. He'll move to position number 3 in that Bass Pro Shops 3 entry. So again, if you want to try your hand at commentating, we are looking for more staff. Big changes maybe on the way. More on that in about a week's time, hopefully. Here we go. Green flag is out. 305 Sprint Cars. Sage Luther going to go straight to the bottom side of the racetrack. Billy Northcutt in the 0 machine works to the top side of the racetrack. Oh, bit of a right rear there coming from Luther on Billy Northcutt. Now Northcutt and Joshua Dubb, they'll make a little contact, but lap number 1 is going to go to Sage Luther. Wait for the timing and scoring to fix itself up, but then again, this is a 10 lap heat racing distance, and with the top 4 going through, that'll in fact put all these 4 drivers into the main event. We had 20 cars signed into the pit area for the 3rd round of the series. Travis Snyder in the Sidebite Motorsports number 5 entry, but it is all Sage Luther out in front at the moment. We are working on lap number 4 of 10, so 3 in the book, 7 to run. Luther, Northcutt 1 and 2. They make their way down the back straightaway, down into turn number 3 and 4. Northcutt got to look down to the inside and maybe look for a little bit of a slide line, but just got caught up in the slick there on the exit of turn number 4. Now James Kaufman, the original who was scheduled to start on the pole position, he's just come out of the pits and now just trying to get wound up, and hopefully for his sake that maybe some of these drivers get caught up with each other. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Here comes Snyder down to the inside. Look out, race leader Sage Luther all over the back of Kaufman. Northcutt now going to close in on Luther and Kaufman. Kaufman again, the lap car in the 11 machine. Through the middle of the speedway. There goes Sage Luther to the outside. Lap number 6 is in the books. Meanwhile, Joshua Dubb and Travis Snyder side by side. Luther into the wall. Northcutt, your race leader, 4 wide for the lead. Look out, down the back straightaway. We're 2 by 2. Dubb going to slide up into the race lead, but we go 3 wide down now. Turn number 4 down the front straightaway. No. Now we'll go 2, nearly 3 wide down into 1 and 2. Sage Luther work on the inside. Billy Northcutt run on the top side of the speedway. Good racing as we come to close out heat race number 1 of 4. 2 laps left to run for Joshua Dubb in the number 3 machine. So again, the feature race field will be inverted for the top 6. So the winner of this one will start position number 6. Man, that was tight there for Dubb and Kaufman. Kaufman getting that number 11 machine just a little loose right now. He'll slide to the middle of the racetrack. Northcutt trying to hold off Sage Luther back straight away. Final time, heat race number 1. into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Joshua Dubb will get the win. Second to go to Billy Northcutt. Third at the line is going to be Sage Luther, Travis Snyder in 4th. And rounding out your top 5 was the 11 of James Kaufman. So there we go. Joshua Dubb, he'll start on the outside of the 3rd row for tonight's feature event as we get set for another 5 cars in heat race number 2. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. On the pole, driving car number 33 for Flashpoint Esports, that is Clayton Davis. On the outside of the front row, driving car number 15, that is Leighton Kramer. Grayson Wells in the Dirt Panda Racing Team 59 machine, the Wild Child, he likes to call himself. He'll start out of position number 3. And Jack Clevenger will start position number 4 for Routine Sim Racing. And Tyler Vantel going to roll off out of your 5th position. Let's get Jack Clevenger's name fixed up. Bear with us, folks. And now it should be right. So just to confirm, there we go. So Jack Clevenger on the outside of row number 2. We get another 5 cars in this one. Top 4 straight to the main event. I dare say with 5 heats. I wouldn't think we would have a 4-car B main, but you never know. We might just have one of those. We'll wait and see what happens, but we've got to get heat race number 2 completed first before we move into heat race number 3 and 4. Winner of this one will start on the inside of row number 3. Second place car will start on the pole position. Kramer in the 18. Davis going to slide up though, 3 wide. Look out, here comes Jack Clevenger now to the outside of the Routine Racing entry. Your leader is Kramer. Davis getting all sorts of crossed up there on the exit of turn number 4. Kramer leads lap number 1 of 10. Kramer, Clevenger. Clevenger now down to the inside. Slide job incoming, initiated, engaged, target acquired, and now to the race lead goes Jack Clevenger. Clayton Kramer back there in 2nd position. He's going to try his hand out for a slide job down into 1 and 2. Not going to have enough. Grayson Wells, the Wild Child, they call him. Oh, look out, gets a shot in the shorts there from the back from Vantel. In the number 30 machine, Clayton Davis moves back to position number 4. Wells moving back to the 5th position on the racetrack. Wells low through 1 and 2. Here comes Davis on the inside now, trying to reclaim a 3rd position down into number 3 and 4. 3 wide. Wells on the inside. Vantel through the middle and Davis to the top side. Now that'll change because here comes Davis. Inside slide job into turn number 1 and 2. Vantel right through the slick and Grayson Wells still running the bottom side of the speedway. Good racing going on here in the back for position number 3, 4 and 5. Look out, Wells into the left rear of Clayton Davis. And Vantel back into position number 3. Cross flag sticks are out, 5 down and 5 to run. Heat race number 2 of the night. Your race leader in the 78 entry, Jack Clevenger. And again coming into the night, again finds himself in the top 5 in the point standings, trying to run down Nick Klinkenbeard, who's picked up a feature race win. Not sure if we'll see the Hunter boys, Hunter Poston and Hunter Parsons here tonight. Again, round number 3 with the update coming out as well with Bristol, plus a whole list of other updates for not only the dirt side of things, but all across the iRacing.com service. We thank those wonderful people that have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to give us a fresh update as season number 1 of the 2021 season is complete, as we work down into turn number 3 and 4. And the white flag going to be out here for Jack Clevenger, driving the Routine Racing number 78 machine, the all-in construction and landscaping. Down into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Jack Clevenger going to start position 5 in the main event. Leighton Kramer home in 2nd. I believe he'll start on the outside of the front row. Then we'll go back to Tyler Vantel in 3rd, Clayton Davis 4th, and Grayson Wells going to round out your top 5 here in heat number 2. Let's take a look at those finishing results. Jack Clevenger, the Routine Sim Racing entry. Leighton Kramer, Tyler Vantel, your top three. Clayton Davis for Flashpoint Esports in fourth. And the Dirt Panda Racing Team, number 59 of Grayson Wells in position number 5. Heat race number 3, we'll see another 3 cars on the racetrack. William Hargraves driving the Dirt Panda Caliber 71 machine. He'll line up on the pole position. Christopher McKeithen, second in the point stand, is coming into tonight in the 19 car. He'll start out of position number 2. Joseph Parrott driving Caliber 21 out of position number 3. Nathan Voss in Caliber 63 going to roll off out of position number 4. And Jesse Bobo driving Caliber 9 will line up in your 5th starting position. That is heat race number 3. Our penultimate heat race of the night. And let's see if I can grab the point standings up on the other screen. I did have them here before, so bear with me just for a moment. So Nick Klinkenbeard, in fact Christopher McKeithen is 3rd in the point standings. Jack Clevenger, who just picked up a heat race win, he is sitting 2nd. We're also waiting to see James Cavallero, Nick Klinkenbeard, Hunter Parsons, Hunter Postons. Those are 3 drivers inside the top 6. Nathan Voss, who is in heat race number 3, starts position 4. He's at 7th quick. Billy Northcutt, Travis Snyder, and Alexander Cowan. So we've had 14 cars contest 2 rounds. We've had 20 cars contest at least 1 round, and 2 different winners. Nick Klinkenbeard and Hunter Parsons have all found a feature race victory here so far in the opening part of the FEGPC Premier Dirt Sprint Car Series for the 305s fixed setup racing. Green flag is out. William Hargraves down into turn number 1 and 2. Look out, here comes Christopher McKeithen. Winner of this one is going to start out of position number 4. You finish 2nd. Well, you're going to start position number 7. 3 wide. Oh, look out. Bobo and Voss. And the caution flag will fly. Starting to run out of real estate. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV start. How about we get this one right? The Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Here comes the 9 of Jesse Bobo to the outside, and it was just Nathan Voss who just drifted up just a little bit, kind of ran him out of room, ran him up into the wall. And that forced Bobo to come down, unfortunately, just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. And we see the caution flag come out. Jesse Bobo able to keep circulating, but there is Nathan Voss, who had to do a nice little 360 to get that car back fired up once again as we come back to live pictures. And again, we are caution flag laps not going to count in heat race number 3. Hopefully they won't count during the main event, but if they do, well, it is what it is, and all these drivers will have to deal with not only the same racetrack but the same conditions as well, as far as whether the caution laps count or not. But I gotta say, throughout the first couple of weeks we've seen some pretty good racing on some difficult slick track conditions. Round 1, of course, at the Eldora Speedway. Round 2 last week at Cedar Lake. And it's only a matter of time. Again, Bristol Dirt has been dropped tonight. And no doubt there is about 3,000 servers going up, along with some updates. So if you are wanting to get in on the action, go over to iRacing.com for more information. If you want to get in the servers, check out the hosted stuff. For whether you want to run week 13 official races, green flag is out. Lap number 3 is upon us right now. 8 remaining. The 21 of Parrott trying to slide up there in front of McKeithen. McKeithen work back to the outside. Now here comes McKeithen coming after your race leader, William Hargraves, down into turn number 3 and 4. But it is William Hargraves driving the Dirt Panda number 71 machine. Look at Bobo now. He thought about going to the outside. And Parrott, who drifted up the racetrack. So Bobo just went, right, see you later. I'll cut back underneath you now. Well, look out, McKeithen. Got it all crossed up in the slick, and Jesse Bobo will take over position number 2. Meanwhile, William Hargraves opens up a 1.7 second advantage right now. over Bobo. Then you go back to McKeithen, third in the point standings tonight after 2 weeks. He picked up a podium at Cedar Lake, and again, he was pretty quick last week. The 21 of Joseph Parrott, followed by Nathan Voss, driving car number 63, rounds out this 5-car field. Heat race number 3, Bobo got some virtual mechanical issues. Maybe he needs a new FEGPC to make sure that, well, he's got the best equipment possible. Don't forget, check him out on the net, FEGPC.net. Excuse me, for all your iRacing needs and simulator needs as well. They'll get you sorted, or you can message Jeffrey Ford. 2.5 laps to run for your race leader, William Hargraves, driving car number 71. It'll be 2 laps to go. The popsicle sticks are out. Bobo still runs in second. McKeithen in third position. So starting to struggle just a little bit is Christopher McKeithen. These difficult track conditions. Look out, he'll nearly catch a piece of the infield tyres. And speaking of getting a handle of this racetrack, the 71 of William Hargraves. White flag is out. The final time is upon us. Down into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. William Hargraves will win heat number 3. Second will go to Jesse Bobo. Third is at the line is going to be Christopher McKeithen. Joshua Parrott, your top 4, with Nathan Voss going to round out your top 5 here tonight. Your 4th and final heat race of the night. Let's take a look at how they line up here with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Evan McElhaney in car number 16 going to roll off out of pole position. Alexander Cowan driving car number 20 will start position number 2. James Cavallero in the 88 will start out of position at number 3. Last week's feature winner driving car number 66, the Chicken Man of Nick Klinkenbeard, starts position at number 4. And Tommy Jordan from Texas in car number 2 will start out of position number 5. So when it comes to the point standings, no Hunter Parsons, no Hunter Poston. Those 2 drivers are inside the top 5. They ran first and second in week number 1. Unfortunately, not the finish that they would have liked to have had in round number 2. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And, well, to win championships, you've got to turn up week in and week out. Again, round number 3 here at the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. Last week, Cedar Lake, followed by week number 1 at the Eldora Speedway. Pace truck is about to pull into the infield. And we are set for a start here off turn number 4. McElhaney and Cowan, the green flag is out. And Evan got a good jump on the field down into turn 1 and 2. Well, the track has been reset, so maybe the difficult track conditions. And now these drivers have a very, very fresh racetrack. I'm going to say it's at about the 14% mark from what we'll have meant to have in the warm-ups. Cavallero, your race leader, driving the 88. Nick Klinkenbeard running back there in third position. Again, your points leader coming into tonight. McElhaney runs in second. Klinkenbeard now looks to the inside. Can he make the pass? Not quite, but he sneaks a nose up on the inside. Klinkenbeard now moves to position number 2. Cavallero runs in first position. Jordan started in position number 5. Look out the left front. Caught the U-tire. Unsettled the race car. You're seeing the front end bounce up in the middle of turn number 3 and 4. He had to back out of the throttle. And again, starting to flirt with disaster. Down on the bottom side of the racetrack goes Tommy Jordan in the number 2 entry. Oh, look out. Not once but twice it's been bitten by him. Jordan hard into the creep on the exit of turn number 4. No one's behind him now, so we stay green for the moment. Unless we come into turns 3 and 4 and he's not back on pit road. He's still there. He is still upside down trying to get that car flipped. And as a result, we go yellow. Let's take a quick moment to pause and just a quick word from our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. All right, we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of round number 3 of the FEGPC Premier Dirt Sprint Car Series. The 305 Sprint Cars tackle the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. Brett Wheeler solo here, and we'll get set in about 1 hour's time for the stars of tomorrow 410 Sprint Car Series. That's their 8th round of the series. We'll travel to the virtual Live Motorsports Park, but more on that in just a few moments' time. We've still got one more heat race plus a 5-minute warm-up session, and then of course a main event to come. Tommy Jordan has come back to pit road, and here we go. Cavallero and Clinkenbeard. Green flag is out. Cavallero going to get the jump. Clinkenbeard switches to the bottom side of the racetrack, side by side for the race lead down into turn number 3 and 4. Look out in the right side, romance from Clinkenbeard, and now here comes Evan McElhaney. Up the inside, followed by Alexander Cow, and they'll nearly make it 3 deep, selling it cheap down into turn number 1 and 2, and James Cavallero, the pole sitter, now has fallen back to position number 3. Tough break for James Cavallero, driving the number 88 machine. He was looking good in heat race number 4. 2 laps to go for Clinkenbeard. Again, your points leader. After 2 weeks of 305 stiff competition in the 305 Sprint Car Series, Evan McElhaney driving the 16, starting to drive the wheels up this thing right now. He's starting to find a bit of rhythm, starting to find a bit of form, but he's got Cavallero hunting down the 16 as we head down into turn number 1 and 2. The white flag is out, 1 to run. Your race leader, Clinkenbeard, down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Clinkenbeard will start position number 4 in the main event. Evan McElhaney home in 2nd. 3rd at the line is going to be James Cavallero, Alexander Cowan in 4th, and Tommy Jordan going to round out your top 5 here this evening. We'll take a look here in just a few seconds' time while we wait for the timing and scoring screen to update itself. Once that is updated, we'll be able to show you the heat race results. Here they come. Heat race number 4 is done. 5-minute warm-up session. So there is Clinkenbeard, McElhaney, Cavallero, Cowan, and Jordan to round out the field. Everybody, the 20 cars that signed into the pit area for tonight, they're all going to the show. Meaning we'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll pay a couple of bills, thank the sponsors, and come back with round number 3, main event, just on the other side of this. And good evening, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of the FEGPC Premier Dirt 305 Sprint Car Series here from the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. Britt with you for the call. It's time to take a look. Your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid from the back. Position number 20 of Tommy Jordan. He's inside. Position number 19 of Nathan Voss. Grayson Wells driving the Dirt Panda Racing team will start out of position number 18. James Kaufman out of position number 17. Alexander Cowan out of position number 16 to the inside. In position number 15, Joseph Parrott. Clayton Davis driving the Flashpoint Esports 33 will start position number 14. The Sidebite Motorsports 17 of Travis Snyder, position number 13. Position number 12, James Cavaliero to his inside. Christopher McKeithen out of position number 11. We go to your top 10. Tyler Vantol will start out of position number 10. Sage Luther, position number 9. Evan McElhaney out of position number 8. Position number 7, Jesse Bobo. Position number 6, Joshua Dubb and Jack Clevenger for Redeem Sim Racing will start position number 5. William Hargraves out of position number 4. Nick Klinkenbeard, position number 3. And Billy Northcutt on the outside of the front row with Leighton Kramer on the pole position. It's time to get your picks in, ladies and gentlemen. Who will win tonight's third round of the FEGPC 305 Sprint Car Series from the virtual dirt track at Charlotte? Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime. Let's get dirty for 30. And we are green. Off we go into turn number 1 and 2. Slick line right through the middle. Drivers working above it. Drivers working below it. Kramer will lead, hopefully down into turn number 3 and 4. Will he lead lap number 1? Everybody keeping it clean and green. Cavaliero got some problems. Driving the 88 machine. Kramer, there is the first yellow of the night. Oh no, Nick Klinkenbeard. Nathan Voss was around in turns 1 and 2. And Klinkenbeard. He got him. Let's take a look at what happened. And then that was Caballero. I believe that might have been Grayson Wells who came down on him. And there is what was Nathan Voss. Just sitting there, just trying to get that car back going again. Then the leaders were coming and uh-oh, Nick Klinkenbeard says, you know what? You look like you could eat a piece of chicken here. Have some meat, buddy. Unfortunately, Nathan Voss is out of the event. Klinkenbeard, you got to wonder how much damage is done to that 305 sprint car. Again, these race cars are all about momentum based, and if you don't have the horsepower that these cars have, if you do have some damage like what Nick Klinkenbeard does, it can make it very, very difficult to wind up a 305 sprint car, especially around the virtual dirt track. The bigger tracks are obviously a little bit harder, but if you're on the likes of, like a Lanier or Limeland, a Kokomo, Fairbury, something like that, well, you might be excused. Feel free to let us know if you've been on the service today and you've downloaded Dirt Bristol. Feel free to tell us what you think of the racetrack. We are yet to have a crack. We will be working on some rocket racing setups after the broadcast tonight, but as we're going to complete the next lap on the docket, the green flag goes out. We're back underway. 3 wide. Look out, here comes Clevenger. 3 wide, Klinkenbeard through the middle. William Hargraves up top. Northcutt on the outside of Kramer. 3, nearly 4 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. And Klinkenbeard, your points leader. Ouch, chewed up, spat out. Now at the back of the bus. 3 in, 27 remaining. It's Kramer, Clevenger, Northcutt now to the outside. And we are yellow once again. Let's see what happened. We've got Jesse Bobo and Evan McElhaney, who a couple of drivers had some dramas with. So there's Bobo in the 9. And just came down into the 19. And ouch, there goes Bobo he finds himself upside down and having to call the virtual tow truck. He'll have to go back and he'll have to wait a minute 45 to get off the tow truck and then come back, hopefully on the racetrack. You see James Cavallero there in the 88 machine, just coming in to get a quick running repairs done on the 88. He'll come back out and he'll have to tag up at the back of your A main field. So again, as it stands, we've got caution laps not counting. And again, every time we see the caution flag come out, we're going to freeze the lap counter and we'll move on to the next lap once we go green. Speaking of going green, not this time by, but the lights should go out on the iRacing.com pace truck this time by. You see the flashing lights at the top of the pace vehicle. There they go. They are off, which means field is now going to be a single file restart, back-to-back cautions in round number 3 of the FEGPC Premier Dirt Sprint Car Series. Again, the 305s on offer here tonight and all season long. We hope to be bringing you all the action across Facebook and YouTube. Tuesday, one of our busiest nights. We've still got the National Sim Racing Series on over on another video. Alex Robinson, BJ Duval on that call. They're at the Lernerville Speedway for the 410s. But we've got 305 sprint cars to worry about here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Sage Luther now trying to creep in, or he's crept inside the top 5, looking to creep inside to a podium position. He'll work low. Challenge on for second. Northcutt, Clevenger side by side. Northcutt up on the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Clevenger with a slide job down into 3 and 4, and we are yellow once again. Looks like we had Alexander Cowan here and Nathan Voss, a couple of drivers involved in an incident here. So there's the 20. So let's take a look at what happened to Alexander Cowan here on the 20 machine. Just got, well, the car in front of him there, the 11 of James Kaufman, just got a little loose. And unfortunately that was the case. So Alexander Cowan brings on our 3rd caution of the event so far again. Big thanks to Jeff Ford, the owner of FEGPC. They do 3 broadcasts, 3 races a week. They do the dirt, not the dirt street stocks, they do the asphalt street stocks on a Monday night. On a Tuesday night, the Dirt 305 Sprint Cars, the first time they've ventured over into the dirt side. And welcome to heaven, boys. Welcome to paradise. Followed by, on a Wednesday night, the asphalt trucks, the gander trucks. The street stocks and the gator trucks all broadcasted live on the American Sim Network. The American Sim Racing Network. It's one of the two. I apologize, gentlemen, about not getting one of those names correct. So a lot of prize money on offer here for not only the street stocks, the gander trucks, but also the 305 Sprint Car Series. So it's important that if you want a chance at picking up some cash and prizes, well, you've got to be here week in and week out. Speaking of being week in and week out, there's going to be the week in the turn of a 3 and a 4. Jack Clevenger will take over the second spot. Coming up, your race leader of Leighton Kramer. Clevenger works the slider line down into turn number 1 and 2. Look at Billy Northcutt now rolling the top side of the racetrack. They look a little even, those lines at the moment. But Kramer still holds on to the race lead. 8 down and 22 to run. Everybody starting to find the groove, and now they'll hopefully start to make the move. William Hargraves holding off 4th position right now from Sage Luther, but right now 2nd, 3rd and 4th are closing in on your race leader. You're looking at a half a second. In fact, make it less than now 4/10 of a second from Kramer to Clevenger. Kramer drives away from him. Here comes Billy Northcutt now to the outside. Kramer's got this thing dialed up on the bottom side of the racetrack, but man, Jack Clevenger looks good. And just as again the start race was starting to heat up, we come back to the caution flag here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Trying to see what happened here on our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. I don't think this is the reason for the yellow flag, but if it is, it's Clayton Davis in car number 33. Just trying to sneak up there on the inside of the 30, and that's not going to be the caution because he got that back going again. And I'm really not too sure what happened here. So I'll see high above the racetrack to see why the yellow flag was brought out, and it might be because Jesse Bobo in fact was, nope, there it is, on the back straightaway. Let's pause it there and let's go and find our culprit, shall we? We're very dusty here, and that is going to be the 20 there of Alexander Cowan. So we'll just rewind this just a little bit. No, it looks like he went on his own, caught the wall in the back straightaway, went upside, or was going upside down, and Tommy Jordan says, yeah, have a piece of a Texas front wing. So again, very, very dusty here at the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. We go back to the green flag. We are 1/3 of the race distance complete. 2/3 remaining. 10 down, 20 to go. Kramer, Clevenger, and Hargraves. 1, 2, and 3. Here comes Northcutt again. Northcutt working the cushion down into turn number 3 and 4. You'll see right upstairs. Meanwhile, challenge on for the race lead. Kramer going to protect the middle line down into turn number 1 and 2. Clevenger, when does he pull the trigger? Is it too early to go for the slide job for the race lead? But look at William Hargraves now. He's working down on the inside as well. Clevenger and Kramer, 1 and 2. Or Kramer, Clevenger, I should say. Here comes Northcutt. Look at Billy Northcutt on the outside. He's got a monster run. And now he has started to figure this racetrack out here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Hargraves now gets passed by by Sage Luther. And Grayson Wells, the wild child, coming after Hargraves as well. Meanwhile, look at Northcutt again. He rails the cushion through turn number 3 and 4. Your top 6 you can throw in. Milligram must quilt over the top of him. Down into 1 and 2. Kramer once again. Here comes Northcutt. Now does he go to the inside? Does he switch? He needs to make a very, very quick adjustment. And a quick adjustment on the driving style. He needs to be aggressive if he wants to get into a first or second place finish. Clevenger drifts up. Here comes Northcutt with a run now. Clevenger very smart to protect that slider line down into turn number 3. Starting to get a little bit dusty here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We're into the back half of your feature event. And look at Northcutt again rolling the cushion down through 1 and 2. He's not gotten off the cushion since the last restart. He thought, you know what, let's go upstairs. Let's put it, let's win it or wear it. It's checkers or wreckers time here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Meanwhile, Kramer still holds on to a 3.5 of a second lead over Jack Clevenger. But again, Kramer started on the pole position and he's dotting his I's and crossing his T's down into turn number 1. Clevenger, Northcutt, Luther, and William Hargraves battling for position number 4 and 5. And here comes the young wild child of Grayson Wells on the outside of a top 5, trying to sneak into the top 5, needs to get by the 71 of William Hargraves. 3, 4, 5, and 6 all work the top side through turn number 1 and 2. Now here comes Wells with a slide job down into 3 out of turn number 4. Who's going to have it? Wells leads in the lane up on the top side of the racetrack. Very, very respectable move. Now Wells to the inside into 1 and 2. Here comes Hargraves back to the outside. Hargraves back to position 5. Luther again closing in on Billy Northcutt for the final spot on the podium. We complete lap number 21. There is 9 remaining in your main event. And Leighton Kramer from the drop of the green flag in the main event. He is doing everything right at the moment. And as these laps continue to tick away, the Rudine Racing entry. The Rudine Sim Racing 78 of Jack Clevenger. Again, don't forget the point standings as well for the championship. Clevenger was a top 3 driver coming into tonight. And again, if he gets a second spot, that is really going to tighten up the championship. It all depends on where Nick Klinkenbeard will end up finishing. Man, that is really, really dusty here at the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. 6 remaining, very dusty in turns 3 and 4. Luther all over the back of Northcutt. It's Luther into the wall now. He tagged the back of Northcutt. Northcutt still holding on to a 3rd position. Meanwhile, now coming back up to 1st and a 2nd. It's Kramer still leading in the 18 machine from Jack Clevenger in the 78 entry. Clevenger once again trying to close the gap. You're looking at about 3.5 tenths of a second lead. Clevenger goes to the cushion now through turn number 1 and 2. Kramer still holds on to the race lead again, just still ticking the laps off as it work on. 27 complete, 3 laps remaining this time by. You can see the lap cars starting to come into the screen, but I don't think there's going to be enough time for these drivers to get to catch lap traffic. But I've been wrong before, but we can always say hashtag blame Alex. We're in fact going to get to the 20 of Alexander Cowan, and this could play a massive part in the main event. Kramer goes by Cowan. Here comes Clevenger. Clevenger doing what he did last week in the fight in the closing stages of the main event. He's really showing some speed. 1 lap left to run for Leighton Kramer and Jack Clevenger. Billy Northcutt down the back straightaway. Final time, your FEGPC Premier Dirt 305 Sprint Car Series is going to wrap up. Ladies and gentlemen, bang your hands together. Leighton Kramer is going to go to victory lane here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Second, I got to Jack Clevenger and Billy Northcutt. Going to round out your podium. William Hargraves, Grayson Wells. Going to wrap up your top 5 here tonight. And there we go. Your feature race is complete. And the winner, driving car number 18, Leighton Kramer, gets the job done over Jack Clevenger in the routine sim racing car number 78. Billy Northcutt home in 3rd, William Hargraves 4th, Grayson Wells your top 5, Sage Luther, Tyler Vantol 6 and 7, Clayton Davis in 8, Christopher McKeith the 9th, and Travis Snyder going to round out your top 10. Nick Clinkenbeard home in position number 11, Joshua Dubb position number 12, James Cavaliero, Tommy Jordan and Alexander Cowan going to round out your top 15. Nathan Voss in 16, Jesse Bobo, Evan McElhaney, James Kaufman and Joseph Parrott, your 20 cars and stars in the main event. We're ready to go trackside and chat to our podium positions here, and we'll do it from the back to the front. We'll go position number 3 here tonight in car number 0 entry. That is going to be Billy Northcutt. Billy, congratulations, champion, on a 3rd place finish here tonight. It's a good points haul for the championship, I got to say.
Yeah, thanks, man. I just came out here and I just sent it up to that wall, and I mean, as you know, like I've said, I'm a street stock guy. I don't race these a lot, and I was like, I'm just gonna finish up towards the front, or I'm gonna finish in the stands. And I didn't know if it was gonna stick almost any of those laps. I just sent it as hard as I could, and luckily I never did.
Right around the midpoint of that race, you really had that top side work, and it was almost a case of watching him and just waiting for those guys just to make that little mistake. Thinking back on it now, was there maybe a point where you should have gone to throw that slide job to get into second spot and then hopefully clear Jack and then come after the race leader, or were you just trying to keep the momentum up there on the top side?
Man, there was a couple of times where I probably could have thrown like a double slider on both of them, but I'm stupid in these things. I didn't want to wreck them because I haven't done enough sliders in these things to try something crazy like that for the lead. I mean, there was several laps in the middle where when Jack and them would slide up, I was really on the binders because I just had a huge head of steam. Like I felt like if I was in the lead, I would have been pulling away there for a little bit. But then towards the end, they were kind of pulling away from me. The top started getting a little harder, a little trickier. So it's possible if I would have tried a Hail Mary type slider, they would have just passed me again anyway. So it's probably best that I just stuck where I was and took that podium.
What's been the biggest adjustment you've had to make from going from a street stock into a 305 sprint car?
Oh, mainly just how you have to not use the steering wheel. Like, you pretty much just have to let it drive itself. I mean, you use the steering wheel too much and you are slow in these. In the street stocks, you can kind of whip it in there and drive it out with a lot of these cars, but on these, you want that thing as straight as possible, and that's taken a little bit of getting used to, but I'm having fun. I'm loving it though.
Yeah, buddy. Well, congratulations on third. You got a good-looking hot rod. Got some good sponsors on this race, no doubt. A whole lot of people backing you behind the team over at Dirt Panda. So we'll let you thank those guys before we let you go, Billy.
Oh yeah, man. We got my whole team over at Dirt Panda. We had a new member today, Jesse Osborne. We're really excited to have him. And my wife and my dad and my mother-in-law and all my friends that watch and make this seem really important when it may not be. I mean, they really make it seem like it's real racing, so it gets me all amped up. And I had 2 Dirt Panda teammates running this. They've never raced sprint cars before, and they got 4th and 5th out here. We all got top 5, so we couldn't ask for a lot more out of that.
No, buddy, well done on third place. We'll see you back next week.
Hey, thanks, Brett. You're doing an awesome job. I appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Billy Northcutt there, ladies and gentlemen, home in third place. We'll chat to the driver that comes home second place here tonight. And, well, the championship of Jack Clevenger in the 78 machine home in second. It's really going to close up the battle for the number 1 spot on the overall standings after 3 weeks. But, Jack, second place here tonight. You've got to be happy with that one. And, well, you certainly showed some good speed as usual in these 305 sprint cars.
Yeah, I can't be too upset with second, but I'm getting kind of tired of running there. I think before we ran out of fuel on the first week there at Eldora, I was going to run second. And last week I ran second, and here we are running second again. So Nick had a little bad luck there, so I think that's going to flip-flop the points there, but we'll see.
What's the biggest thing that you've learnt in the first 3 weeks? Because you got a 13-week schedule. We've still got 10 races to go. What's been the biggest thing that you've learnt in these first 3 weeks?
Momentum.
Well, I'd like to say that's one word, but I think that's about 2 or 3. Jack, congratulations on second spot here tonight. Before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you?
I'd like to thank all the guys at Redeem Sim Racing Concepts and Scotty, Devo, and Keith. Those guys kind of keep each other sharp, so I'd like to have a good time and appreciate all their help. All
right, there we go. Jack Clevenger there home in second spot, and we're going to quickly just change a Discord. We're going to chat to the driver that comes home in first spot tonight here, driving Canada 18 machine. That's Leighton Kramer. Leighton, congratulations on the win. And, well, you led all 30 laps. You're going to be happy about this one?
Yeah, even a blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the racetrack had a couple of resets tonight. You guys had 5 minutes to basically roll the track in. After that 5 minutes, what were you thinking of the racetrack? Where were you sort of going to make your attack here tonight?
Honestly, my biggest thing was not to be a fool with all these guys. I haven't raced with any of them yet. I've have a hard time getting here by 5 o'clock. The cards aligned tonight. I was able to get here. Sorry for all the guys in the points battle for throwing a wrench and everything, but I'm here and I'm going to try to be here every race. And honestly, I just hammer down, move the wing as the track gets slick, and the inversion just kind of worked into my favor.
During the heats, if you're not in the first heat, and you look at the rest of the heats, do you kind of look at the inversion and kind of play the inversion game, because it's always going to be crucial starting up front in 305s and drivers on slicker racetracks. It can be a little bit difficult to pass. So do you play that inversion game during the heat race?
Honestly, I was so scrambled. I literally showed up 10 minutes to go in practice, jumped in this thing. I didn't know what Discord to be in, if I was in the right area or not. I didn't even know the track reset, to be honest with you. So to let alone know there was an inversion. Tonight, I did not play anything but hammer down, show up, be fast. And it worked out, dude. Took it to the top and led all 30 laps. And it was a good race, dude. From what it looked like, few cautions here, a few cautions there, as a growing series. This is something I know Jeff just finally brought the dirt around. I know he's mostly an asphalt guy, and I've been working with Jeff for a long time. One of my main sponsors on my truck, my car, everything I run. So I'm just here to support Jeff.
Well, he's finally drifted into heaven. That's all I can say. But Leighton, congratulations on the win. Well done on leading all 30 laps here tonight. Before we let you go, of course, we know you got a good looking hot rod. A lot of good sponsors on this race car. Who gets this done for you, champion?
Yes, sir. I want to thank Shreddy down here in San Diego, shreddylife.com. New Line Simulators, an actual simulator company that I'm a business partner with. We sell sims. Check out our website, newlinesims.com. My boys at Sparko, Battle Approved Motorsports, FEGPC, C&G Wraps, Racing Designs, all those guys over there. 92 Designs as well. I'll throw him in there. UltimateDirtTV, the gang, all the guys over there. Brett and the crew, I see you're expanding. Congratulations, dude. Let's bring on 2021 and make the best of it during these times.
Yeah, absolutely. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Leighton Kramer, your winner here tonight from the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. Well done to our top three, Leighton Kramer, Jack Clevenger, and Billy Northcutt. We'll see if the point standings, we'll see if those have been updated. I doubt it just yet, but if they have, I'm going to do a quick refresh here in just a second. Nope, they're not. So we'll give it a few minutes, and we'll see how the point standings is going to shake up, whether Nick Klinkerbeard still holds on to what was a 7-point lead, and him finishing in 11th position, Jack Clevenger finishing in 9th. I dare say that Jack Clevenger might be a points leader after 3 weeks of the FEGPC 305 Sprint Car Series. That'll do it for us here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Again, a big thank you to FEGPC and, of course, everybody behind the scenes that make all this possible and allowing us to do what we love to do best. Again, a big thank you to World of Thunder Esports League, SRT Australia, Rocket Racing Setups, FEGPC, and Heatwave Designs. Check them out on all their social media pages and keep up to date with all the people that support sim racing. Keep up to date on the World Wide Web. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night, be safe. We're going to be back in about 30 minutes' time.